Peace to you all. Peace and lots of love. I have my amethyst crystals on today. I doubled up. These are for your third eye. It's how you view the world, perceive the world. Today, we're going to get into our feelings, not get out of our feelings. We're going to get in our feelings. Because I'm so tired of hearing people say that. Get out your feelings. Get out your feelings. Get in your feelings, actually. And then someone said that they're not going to trust their feelings. You're not supposed to trust your feelings. Don't trust your feelings. So neglect them? Is that key here? Let me know how far that gets you. Now what I might say is, don't depend on your feelings to do what your brain is supposed to do. Make decisions. Now that I agree with. Your brain and your heart, they're two different things and they do two different functions. So I wouldn't depend on this to do what this is supposed to do or this to do what this is supposed to do. So the thinking would come from the brain. I wouldn't depend on my heart to make my brain's decisions. The brain makes the decisions. I wouldn't, So that I agree with. Yeah, okay. But not neglect. Definitely not neglect and just completely push aside and ignore and put on the back burner and never address. I wouldn't agree with that at all. Before we get into my writings, when I was younger, I went through a phase where I forced myself not to care. I forced myself not to have feelings. So if I ever felt the need to cry, I forced myself to just basically go into this cold, careless mode. I immediately, as soon as I would feel the feeling of needing or wanting to cry, my body knew to just shut it off and go into this careless mode. But I had to make it do that. And it wasn't good at all. So I needed to cry one day. My great-grandmother had passed. And that's somebody I care about, somebody I love, and I wanted to show feelings for. Excuse me. Somebody I wanted to show feelings for because I do care about them. But I couldn't cry, not because I didn't care, not because I didn't want to. I did want to, and I did care. I just forced myself not to cry, not to have emotions. So it hurt me because when I wanted to have emotions and I did care, I couldn't show the emotions. I couldn't bring the emotions out as if they weren't there. So passing by that time, I went through another experience that hurt, that I wouldn't cry about. Things would hurt me and I just wouldn't cry about them. And that's not good because it hurt and I was just suppressing all of that. And one day I forced myself to get just one tear out. And from that moment forward, when I got that one tear out, I was so excited that I got that one tear out. It was like I was bringing my emotions back again and I could feel again. Because when I couldn't cry, I felt like I couldn't feel. I felt like I couldn't care. I felt like a robot. That's not a good feeling, to feel like you don't care. I don't know why people amp that feeling, amplify that feeling, or make it sound like it's good or cool. It's really not a good feeling to not care. It's so great to care. It feels so good to care and have emotions. So that's what we're discussing today. Get in your feelings, not get out of your feelings. You ever remember seeing paranormal movies? How these spirits try to take over bodies just to feel again? Spirits kill to feel. So I appreciate my emotions. I appreciate being able to be sad, angry, confused, curious, courteous, joyful, intrigued, enthused, amused, loved, and loving. I am thankful to have feelings. I love my feelings. These are my sensors. They are letting me know how my body feels, my emotions, and at least they work. And it's better we make use of them while we have them and they're functioning before they start malfunctioning and we don't know what to do. Like when you get old and things don't work the same anymore. Listen to your feelings. Listen to your emotions. They are your sensors, and they feel the ways they do for a reason. They feel the energy in motion inside of you and all around you. And then they warn you. How helpful, how thoughtful, how proactive. You feel for me. You just take notice to my insides, my outsides, my surroundings, and you sense it for me and warn me and tell me, hey, this is what I'm feeling and getting from the inside and outside, and this is what you should do or how you should feel. Thank you before anything happens or goes wrong. Thank you for warning me. Thank you, sensors. Thank you, emotions. Thank you for feeling for me. I'm so glad you work. Thank you. Should start being more appreciative of the things we have. What if you didn't have them? What if it didn't warn you and you weren't privy to the danger around you because you didn't have feelings or sensors and you were always caught up in trouble and danger? So if you find yourself always in the midst of mischief and caught up in that, you're not paying attention to your feelings. They probably warn you, meditate, and become one with yourself. And these feelings come with you for free. These sensors that warn you come with you for free. Don't mind if I do. Spirits wish they could embody a human shell again. Just to taste good food and feel fun. Just to go out with friends and feel excitement and thrill. Just to be in a relationship and feel love again. They just want to feel again. So while you can, feel. Get in your feelings and feel. It was never the issue in the first place. The feelings that you were feeling was never the issues in the first place. It's how you're addressing them. How you're addressing them. You were never supposed to make them go away or push them away or put them on the back burner or sacrifice them. Just how are you addressing them? But feel, please do feel, so that we can all understand, so that you understand yourself and others understand you as well. Then we'll all learn how to communicate. Stop neglecting your feelings. Stop abandoning them. Appreciate them. They're doing you a favor. Stop pushing them to the side and putting them on the back burner. Address them. Don't suppress them. Communicate with your emotions and figure out what's going on. Literally talk to yourself. And get in your feelings, not out of your feelings. So what I need everyone to do is feel more. We've been taught to hide our feelings, get out of our feelings. By this time, they're so deeply suppressed, it's depressing. But I need you to uproot them, go dig them up, and feel more. That's the only way to understand and then grow. How do you feel? See how it makes you feel, and stop addressing others and start addressing yourself. Someone else could have caused an issue that could have been avoided. How does that make you feel? Why did it make you feel that way? Okay. How does that make you feel? Why does it make you feel that way? Where are you having those feelings? In your head, in your stomach, in your feet, in your back? Now focus on your body and your feelings and how you will conduct yourself. I've had a few camera malfunctions, but I'm getting it together here. For the most part, I think that's all I want to say for today. I just want us to address our feelings and not suppress them. Suppressing them brings depression. We have got to address them. Not understanding yourself is how you find yourself in the midst of mischief. Let's bring clarity and understanding to ourselves and everyone around us. Get into your feelings and not out of them. Peace to you all. I love you guys. Master your mind.